We're going to see what the theme of the month will be for you in April. Then we'll do a tarot card reading and we'll finish up with a relationship reading, of course. It is exceedingly hot here in South Africa today. Well, in the northern part of South Africa. The southern part of South Africa is having a winter storm. Okay, so I've got my aircon going, but you might hear my fan going as well. Yes, that's how much cooling I need. And here, while I'm doing the reading, it's actually early-ish in the morning. Well, early-ish. It's mid-morning, so it's already that hot. Okay, but we're expecting thunderstorms later, which should break the heat. So, Virgo, what is the theme of the month for you guys in April of 2021? First card up for you guys is organization. Now, that is something Virgos are exceptionally good at. They can organize like no one else on earth. They have the clarity of an outcome. So if they want a neat study, if they want a neat life, if they want a neat project, they can see how it should look. So you are doing Virgo in the month of April, which is good, okay? And you're good for that. So wherever you are required for organization, you are at your most useful and your most efficient, of course. Okay. Now let's see what else the theme is for you. Focus. Okay, right. So you are organizing and you are focused in the month of April. Nothing's going to distract you from being focused, okay? You have a goal in mind. I felt that at the beginning of this reading. And you have your eye on that goal and you are setting straight for it. You are not wavering at all in your pursuit of it. And you're doing it by way of organization. You're taking steps, you're bringing pieces into place, you're getting rid of other things, you're recruiting people, but you're being organized, you're focused on your goal, and that's where you're heading with utmost clarity. Look at the focus, and I don't know if you'll be able to see, but this illustration, magnificent illustrations in this deck, the intensity in his face and his focus, it really shows in this card. Okay, so now let's flesh out your story a little bit more and see what else is coming up to flesh out your focus and your organization story. Right, so first card up, Cat Magic. Okay, this is coming up quite a lot at the moment for a lot of star signs and in personal readings. So I think this is about having everything at your disposal that you need to get to that goal. Having the wisdom, the ability, the support, whatever it may be. You have all the tools required to achieve that goal. It is achievable because you have everything at your disposal that you need. And it's not just material goods, it's the wisdom, the insight, the clarity, and being able to organize and focus, of course. Okay. Next card up is Sea Kittens, also coming up a lot at the moment. So this is really for me at the moment the kind of feeling where we are able to separate our emotions from our intellect. Okay, so they can get very muddled up and sometimes we don't even know the difference between the two, so that we can we can step onto more solid ground. Okay, the emotions don't go away and we don't ignore them, but we acknowledge them for what they are, and then we kind of sort of almost put them to one side. We consider them, but that's not our sole focus and it doesn't cloud the issue. And then we step into new territory on solid ground with our emotions not commandeering or causing hazy feeling, hazy perception of something. That's the word I'm looking for. Our feelings are kept, it's almost compartmentalized. I don't like to really say that because one should be integrated. But it's as if one can do that well and step into new territory, because this is kittens. For me, the pages or the kittens in this particular deck are always stepping into newer territory. They don't have the entire wisdom yet that the kings and the queens have. But they're getting there. They're close. And this is you kind of stepping onto new territory, firmer ground, because you are able to put your emotions neatly in their box at the moment, where they belong for now, because you have a goal in mind. Okay, your emotions are not clouding the issue. The next card is Five of Sea. Okay, maybe what has happened, this poor cat, look at that poor cat. What has happened is your emotions have at some stage on this particular issue definitely clouded the issue. They have caused you upset, they have caused you annoyance even they have gotten in your way. And it could be not necessarily just your own emotions, but people's emotions in general. Emotions have just gotten a little bit out of control and you're a little bit fed up with it. So you are now kind of stepping out of that. Now, 5 is the challenge cards. They're the cards where you come up against something and you need to deal with it. You need to move through it, you need to move around it, but it needs to be dealt with. And the C cards is water, it's emotion. So this is emotional issues that have perhaps gotten on top of you and really annoyed you and half drowned you. And like I said, it could be your own, it could be other people's. But because this is showing up sort of after this card, I would say it's something that you have been going through already and you have moved past it. There's obviously still residual feelings, residual nonsense, whatever it may be. It could be from other people, it could be within yourself as well. But you have dealt with it. You have kind of compartmentalized that and are able to move forward from it, okay? Your next card, see, King. It would be, see, I told you you've gotten past it. You are now kind of at the apex of that emotion thing. You're kind of sitting there and you're saying, I have emotions, I know how to use them. I know how to use them usefully. When they are not useful, I know what to do with them. I am the king of my domain, and I'm perfectly capable of harnessing my emotions for good, and where they aren't for good, I know where to put them and what to do with them, so they do not cloud the issue. Okay, so that is very nice. Yeah, you've definitely got it right. And I think because of that, I think that's why you got the cat magic card and the focus and the organization, because you're taking those emotions that have clouded the issue. They're yours and they're other people's, okay? We don't get all emotional on our own. Lock ourselves in a room with nobody interfering with us. We don't get all emotional. Probably get a bit depressed and lonely. But we don't have confused and all stuff coming from all angles. But it's your own emotions as well. It's your responses to those. So you have managed or found a way to deal with that so that you can raise above it and achieve that goal and the organization that you want in your life, okay? And finally, you get the 10 of Earth. And because of that, my dear Virgos, you get to get many, many material rewards. The 10 of Earth is comfort and luxury and feeling well taken care of on the materialistic level. You can lounge about and be a very content sea king. Okay, so that is nice. That is really, really a nice reading. You guys are getting on top of whatever it is. You are winning that game. It's a game with yourself at the end of the day, but you win it. Okay, now let's see. What do relationships have in store for Virgo in the month of April 2021? This is for those of you in relationships as well as those of you looking for relationships. Okay, first card up is deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask. Okay, so this card is normally about either you or somebody else that is not presenting themselves as they are. This is normally because we feel we will not be accepted as we are. Okay, so this is the issue that is coming to the forefront where relationships are concerned in the month of April. Let's see what more it has to say about it. Okay, worth waiting for divine timing. So, something is marked in the calendar of your life. That's my stock saying for this card. Okay, so something crops up in the month of April that has been marked in your life since before you were even born. This is an issue, a story that unfolds that is destined. It's destiny and it's divine timing. That normally means it's pretty important and it's pivotal. Okay, let's have a look what else comes up here. Trust. Trust, the situation is involving, the situation is calling for you to have faith. It's involving having trust, right? So if we look at these 3 cards together, I'll take another one in a sec. You're going to have to come forth and be completely yourself, okay? You're going to have to trust that if it's a new relationship you're hoping to get into or just approached or whatever the case may be, you have to trust that by being entirely yourself, that it's perfect to do that. It's always perfect to do that, but anyway, in this particular case, it's particularly perfect to do that. And it's divine timing here. You being completely yourself within an existing relationship or a new one that is all about you have arrived at this time where that is the story of your life. And it's pivotal to your life and it's important to be entirely yourself, okay? Let's have a little bit of a further look here. What is this about? Okay, keeping an open mind, your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. So what happens here with this card? The final message for this is, by being entirely yourself within an existing relationship or in a relationship you might get involved in April, you're going to either meet somebody very different than what you have in the past, and that could be a really good thing, okay? According to this message, it is. Or you're going to see a side of your partner that perhaps has not been revealed before, that you will find great resonance with, that you will really, really like. It will appeal to your soul and your mind and your heart, okay? But it's going to take you being entirely yourself and trusting enough that that is what is needed at the time, that it is marked in a advent calendar, in the calendar of your life, okay? This is what's happening for you in April. Your story says it's pivotal. It does big things for you. Right, so that is your reading for the month of April, Virgo. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, listening, liking. Oh, it's 11:11 as I finish that up. There we go. Thank you for watching, liking, subscribing. I really, really appreciate it. Oh yeah, if you'd like a personal reading from me, I will put that link in the description box below. I do an amazing soulmate reading. Okay, and we will speak again soon, sending you hugs and blessings for the month of April.